to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys find themselves at 2-3 over the first 5 games of the season. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was the part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their young quarterback, the rookie out of Oklahoma.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Raymond. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. This is caught by Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 73 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
The 48-yard line.
In motion is Grant. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Shifts by him. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now it's Luck. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hands it off on the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
operating from the gun. Raymond. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
A gain of 14.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Raymond. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Raymond. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second and 9 now. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the Colts' 9-yard line.
They go back to the ground with the ball. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Luck now to throw. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll send Hilton in motion right. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return, Jackson. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Raymond. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Raymond. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Raymond. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Locke. Pressure comes and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play as borne out by the numbers. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun, Raymond. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down 10 at the 20.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's McCoy. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Raymond. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Off of play action, Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again is Locke. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
Back to throw. Raymond. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Here's Luck. Throw complete there. Rodgers. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays they're going to do. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half.
Hook made by Terrell Bernard. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Raymond. Caught right side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
The 42-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Raymond. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll go with McCoy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Here's a 2nd and 5. This is, he lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Rodgers.
13 yards on the play.
And the tight end Ebron in motion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now 3rd down and 7. There's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now an inside give to McCoy. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now he'll try to run with this. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Raymond. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Raymond. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Back now in Indianapolis. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing his lock. And fights him off. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Working to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with McCord. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Raymond. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles down as they're able to get the down conversion. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is. And the punt team on now as this one's set away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and... They take over. So here are the Colts to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And the tight end Ebron in motion. To throw is Locke. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now Locke. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big part of results.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's third.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Stop. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he fires one incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Raymond. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Raymond. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, Philadelphia.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
At the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Raymond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the 10-yard line.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Raymond. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
Looking to throw. Raymond. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's first down.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw. Raymond. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 35.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Colts, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able